got started today. But basically, here is an example of a foreclosure list update that's been going out to Matt, from Matt. And I think he only had about 100 people on this list, and he's probably had a few interactions like this. But basically, Matt, I'm seriously looking for a new home. Can you send me a housing list? Two, I have my eyes on sold and went pending according to your update. Please send me your updates. And this was a result of the take me off your list email that we that goes out, and that we have in our drip email sequence. And I think the point I was just trying to make as we got started was, as you're building and you're getting people on your list, if you've only got 10, 20, 30 and people aren't replying, that eventually will start to happen, assuming you set everything up right, and that you kind of got to bust through to getting that first couple hundred people in there. All right, well, there's a few things here today. As always, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll just point out a piece of new content, couple of items for housekeeping, then go into like some core content for today. The first one being a quick Craigslist training about how to make those images, how to make an image that diverts and converts over to your capture page. So that's on Retegless.com/Craigslist training. I also posted it to the group for anybody who wants to use Craigslist. I think it's a pretty sound way to go. You're not going to get amazing traffic, but it's in there. It's this walkthrough right here using a vanity domain inside of an uploaded Craigslist image. Where do we see your drip email list? Gloria, that is on phase 3 of the method, right here. There's a few different places: foreclosure, drip campaigns, email swipes. Here's some follow-up email templates that you can build into your drip campaigns or send them as one-time blasts. And then a little bit about seller, what you might send to a seller lead. We are, guys, just to get you excited, I haven't talked about it, but just how you can copy in phase 1 of the method, you can copy all of our squeeze pages. The drip campaigns are planned, so I'm hoping soon we'll be able to just copy those in as well. So you'll be able to hit one button and say, hey, give me this general buyer campaign, but it's just not ready yet. Bill's working on some other things that are kind of more critical right now. I guess another thing I'll point out, there's a quick video for me. It's a little pitchy, it's a little salesy, but I kind of believe in the product, and we do get the question of where do I go for a basic website. I have a video up when you click the ad here, the banner in the members area. And it's a friend of mine over at My Smart Blog. He actually, I'll go to My Smart Blog and just explain. But this is like a WordPress shop where they build custom, they build you out kind of like templated / custom WordPress sites. But the thing I like about them, and I've talked to him a lot, been going over this a lot with him, is that you can pretty much customize what you've got. And there's a lot of different things you can add on. It kind of like is a one-size-fits-all shop in terms of getting support on your website. He does preloaded blog content. I believe he owns Bring the Blog now, and that's the engine running that, if anybody remembers that service. You can have blog content added automatically. There's add-ons for IDX. There's just a lot of flexibility, and their crew really knows what they're doing. I've interfaced with them on another project, and you'll get a lot of good support, and it's just kind of something I feel okay about in terms of recommending a real estate website provider. Anyway, in the video I did, if you click the banner ad, he's waiving his setup fee, or taking $197 off the setup fee for the starter, and then you can remove $197 from any of the other packages if you get into those. And this basically, you get your first month totally free with all the content, 30 days of content. So if anybody's looking for a website, I'm not here to sell you like crazy on this today, but I thought it would be a good thing to add to the members area. And honestly, I just kind of like these guys, and I wanted to send them some business. So there you go. Go ahead and give it a shot. Like I said, you can start today and not spend much money. Give it a shot for a month, see what goes on. Otherwise, so that's the Craigslist thing. That is that's the website pitch thing. I just want to show you an ad that's working like pretty good, but not working good for whatever reason. But just a Facebook ad for foreclosures that's doing okay. I'll get you guys this image that I'm using. It's just launched this morning. I just noticed it's getting like 10-cent clicks. Yeah, 10 cent per website click. thought that was pretty cool when I saw that. The reason I said it's not working good, I don't know if it's something I did with the capture page, but I didn't see. I thought there were 16 clicks in there about a half hour ago, and there were no leads. So something might be going on here. But the ad itself looks like this. It's getting actual clicks, or Facebook's lying about the click count. That's always possible. But the key takeaway, here's what the ad looks like. I have a picture, and it just says bank owned ? Right up here. And I can get you guys that picture, I think. Let me get it for you. If anyone wants to use it in your ads. But here's what the ad looks like. 10 cents per click, hyperlocal market, 7% click-through rate. Pretty cool. There's the copy on the screen, of course. What is going on here? And then if you watch the Craigslist training, I talk about kind of how to make images like this. Not that exact font, but if you use something like Lightshot, you can use Google Draw. Lightshot's a free screen capture app. You can quickly take a snapshot and then put an overlay on there. And I've done this a few times now where I put bank owned in it, and it seems to convert pretty well. At least in terms of getting a good click-through ratio. Let's see. All right, you know what? Tomorrow, how about this for a deal? Why don't I make like 10 of these? Bank owned, foreclosures, new construction, luxury, so on. And we'll put these in the members area, just images you can go grab and upload and use with your Facebook ads. That's long overdue. We should have done that a while ago. And I'll just make a bunch like that with that kind of crazy font. Adrian's saying she's getting 8-cent clicks. Yeah, that's good. She did it as a boosted post. That's good, Now, is that clicks to website, or is that just people viewing your site? To get them to actually click over to the website for 8 cents is really good. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to move in now. So that was just a few initial things. Nobody's really chatting other than Adrian. I mean, thank you, everybody who has chatted. Yeah, click to lead capture site for 8 cents is wonderful. One thing I want to show, I want to give props to Karen Donovan locally down here in the Largo, St. Pete area. And I want to show you guys an example of a video. This is somebody, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing with everybody, but, I kind of said, hey, do a video for your seller leads. Because it's going to at least get people to either get to know you, disqualify you right away, and do an explicit call to action to fill out more details. So I'm going to play the video, and I think I want to show, I kind of owe it to her. She did the video. I want to kind of build her out the page, this whole funnel that they're going to see after they opt in, okay? And if that's all right with everybody, just say yeah, and I'll show you how to kind of integrate a YouTube video as a thank you page off of a seller funnel using LeadBarrel. So let's watch the video. Turn up my audio.
Hi, this is Karen Donovan with the Donovan team, keeping you in tune with the market. Thanks for your inquiry on your home value. My team and I are going to email you back a quick, instant value, but meanwhile, we want to do some research for you because a lot of times automated services do not reflect the improvements that you've made in your property. So keep an eye out in your email in the next few days for a more detailed report on your home's value as well as your neighborhood values. And if you don't get it, please check your spam. If you need your information sooner, my toll-free 24-hour hotline is 1-800-822-1222, extension 80. Simply call and I will put you on my priority list. Also, if you have more details about your home that you feel would be helpful for me to know about in order to do the best job in giving you your correct value, please fill out the form at the bottom of this email and just send it back. Thanks, and I look forward to helping you.
Okay, so you know, I think it gets an A plus because she did it. I don't see too many people actually doing this when I ask, and it's a big, you know, it's a big positive either way. Um, if somebody, you know, say so, what's going on here? If somebody sees this after they opt in for their home evaluation, first they know that they're going to be taken care of. I think she mentioned an automated home opinion because she has like an automated valuator, and she wanted to address, you know, any objection people might have to the value right there, and then say that she's going to send a more updated one. But people also get to see if they're going to build rapport with Karen. There's a number of ways they can. If they're into playing the bass, right? My wife saw her and said she's just really cute. I like her, right? Whatever. She, you know, my wife liked her. Maybe somebody would see her and be like, I don't want to work with her as a realtor. My wife's like, I would use her as my agent, right? So they get to see her and know what's going on for the future. Next time they get an email from Karen, it's gonna be, oh, there's Karen. They put a face to a name. So I think there's a lot going on here, and it's really worth doing on some level, even if you're afraid to. I don't think Karen does this that often, and I think she did great just to get it done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just build her. She doesn't have a seller funnel in Lead Barrel yet because she's using another system for this. She's using our actually Realtiva, I think, currently. But I'm going to go ahead and build it fresh just to show you guys how that happens. And then on the final page, we'll go ahead and sneak this video in with a little survey below it. Okay? And Doug, I'll get to yours. Yeah, Doug, you're just killing it. I should have mentioned what you're doing, but I'll mention that at the end.
Let's go ahead.
Maybe there's ways we can get you some more conversions there, Doug. All right, so I'll say what Doug's saying since I'm just talking to myself. Doug's used the foreclosure list since last Wednesday. He has 355 clicks to the website, 155 emails, right? That jives right. He's right in there around 30, maybe a little better than 30%, 40%. And he's paid Facebook $35 total. He's going crazy. That's amazing. So $35 total for 155 contact emails. Doug, you know, I don't know if you're doing a second step survey or anything, but if you do something like this video that gives people a way to interact with you right away and gets them filling it out, you're going to do even better off that list. Yeah, Doug's in Indianapolis. Am I getting that right, Doug? I forget. Might be confusing you with somebody else. Or Michigan or something, right? He is not in California, Greg. Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's what Mike says, yeah. Yeah, it is not California. All right, let's build out Karen's funnel. We can return to Doug's numbers, but I just wanted to address it real quick. All right, Lead Barrel. I'm in her account. Create, manage landing pages. Things are going slow today. I haven't noticed. Mike noticed too. Okay, nothing's in there. We want to browse and copy from the Vine, you'll remember. So I need the share code from the Reticulous method for our seller funnel. So I'm going to go to the method, phase 1. Okay, I'm going to go down to my what's mine worth. And I should have made these all, I'm realizing now, I learned it after, but I could have actually made these all one code. And it would pull all 3 up. So that's my bad for all you who are doing multiple copies. Sorry about that. But I can pop the code in for the first page. This is going to be a little tedious, but I'm going to have to copy. It'll copy it into the landing pages page. I gotta do it again. There's probably a better way to lay this out, I'm realizing now. But I gotta do what's my worth part 2. There it is. Copy that in. And guys, just want to thank everybody for your feedback on Lead Barrel. I think it's been good overall. I mean, this is a brand new platform, relatively young, you know, a couple months old. And we have jammed a lot of functionality in here, and Bill's done a great job. And there are things we're refining. But all in all, it seems like you guys are doing good with it. I don't know. Feel free to tell us the bad. You've all been pretty positive, though. Copy page. We've got a lot of other good stuff coming. The retargeting stuff that I hinted at a couple weeks ago is coming. We'll be able to do some retargeting here and some more advanced Ninja stuff. So now I've copied in the 3 pages in the funnel. Remember, these all need to be kind of tied together, right? So I'm going to do that part first. I have my part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm going to click my gear and I'm going to say, hey, for part 3, I need part 2 to push the leads over here. And then for part 2, I need it to come from part 1. All right. So when somebody opts into the first power page, they need to be chained to the part 2. Okay. Now let's go in and let's do some editing of our page. Out of the box, it's generic. We've got this image of the houses and everything, but we know that it works pretty good if we have some kind of, if it's more locally focused. So I'm going to go here. What's my Tampa area property word? Karen's kind of between Tampa and St. Pete in a way. She's in Pinellas County. How about this? It's my Pinellas County word. All right. And then the container we'll make a little wider. Get a little bigger. And then I want a different background here. I want to roll with, I just love using maps. Might not always convert better, but I feel like it does. So let's do it. Oh, Goran, explain that to me a little more. Do you mean what you mean by that? A phone number tag. Do you want it to be kind of in the emails? You want to drop the phone number in? My initial answer would probably be yes. You can also tag. Oh, you want to, if they enter the phone number, you want to be able to tell. I bet you that's what you're going to tell me. So you can sort, just see everybody who has a phone number. Because I've had the same thought myself. All right, so I went to Google Maps. I'm taking a screenshot. Okay, that'll kind of work. Probably could have gone further out. Yeah, let's do it like this. I'm being a little anal for you guys, but that's all right. Let's go like bam. That's most of Pinellas County. All right, I'll stop. All right, and I'm going to put in a new background. I'll go to my page background over here. Upload. Okay, it should upload here in a second. If it doesn't stick right away, just go to the backgrounds. It'll be in your backgrounds. There we go. Okay, I don't know if the black on gray is working too well with this map, but won't worry about it too much right now. Maybe I want more of a blue for my submit button. Okay. Every little thing matters. I'm going to underline Pinellas. All right. Save it. I'm going to do the same thing for the second page, but it's going to be much quicker this time because my image is already uploaded. I got you, Goran. Yeah, I'd like to be able to tag input fields myself. So let's put that on a list for Bill. I'll make sure we do that. I think what I've been doing is doing like, do you want a personal consult? Making them check first, and then they enter a phone number. You know, wants personal consult. It's like the tag you might use. I'm gonna go with the big bold blue. All right, here's our second step. If I get the right price, I want to sell it, enter email for current report and monthly updates. And then our third page is where we're going to be messing around with our video and doing more of our further survey, right? And maybe for the background here, I don't want distraction because I'm going to have a nice little YouTube video. Let's just say I'm going to go all black or a gray. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to my headline and I'm going to grab the video. I'm going to get rid of this stuff and I'm going to grab her video. I'm going to embed it. So under the video, I click embed. It's embedded to YouTube. Click show more here to get and take off the video controls. If I want to right here, I can kind of do a custom size. And we know that it just seems that it shows the way that the divs are working right now with Lead Barrel. We might get better at this. That it kind of is better if we keep it 300 or less in width, the videos. Just the way it's been hard to get them to show accurately or nicely on all phones unless they're 300 or less. By the way, guys, video emails coming. I'll sneak that in there. Kind of like bomb-bomby type stuff. Oh, yeah. It's on its way. So, we copy this. And we'll come to our page. Is this like watching paint dry, by the way? I'm sorry if it is. Just watching me do this. I would be pretty bored. All right. You're all checking Facebook anyway. I won't worry about you. And then I can do, autoplay, right? And show info equals 0 and autoplay equals 1 right here. And then it'll autoplay unless the person's on mobile. Now, I'm going to do this last, just a private tip, just a little tip. I'll do that last. Otherwise, as I'm editing this page, it's just going to keep autoplaying every time I make a refresh. Now, below this, what I want to do is put her phone number in. Okay, remember she said a phone number in there somewhere. I think it was like right about here.
My priority list. Also, if you have more details about your home that you feel, simply call and I will put you on my is 1-800-822.
Okay. Just needed to get that info.
One two two two.
All right. Okay, and then the next thing we're doing is some kind of survey, right? So let's do a checkbox. Let's see. I'm going to do it like this. Input field, age, house, age of your home in years. Just do it like this. Let's do condition. Condition your home. Scale on a scale. 10. I think I'm going to put that, if you want to talk, put this stuff down at the bottom. Call me at that number. a few quick questions about your property. I always do that. A few quick questions. You name the box first. Questions about your property. Gotta make the color black. Condition in a scale from 1 to 10. Let's do this. I think in step 2 he asked about motivation. Condition of your home from a scale of 1, age of your home in years, number of beds, baths, other details. And how about this? Yes. Okay to email. Watch this one. I think this one's kind of fun. Where'd it go? Okay to email. Where did I put that? Alright, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I did it twice, but I missed it one of them. Yes, Karen. I might be. Please feel free to tell your VIP buyers about my property. Or I might be interested in having you email your VIP buyers about my property. So this wasn't in her video, this idea, but of course, you know, if somebody actually checks this off, it's showing some motivation to sell. Get rid of my extra field. Here I can indent. Okay. How's everybody feeling about this? Some feedback. Let me know what you think. Am I missing anything? Yeah, should we be going about this in a different way? I mean, it is a little bit of work right now. I'm spending 20 minutes, 15 minutes getting this done. But once it's done, it's done. Remember, I could have tagged this field if it gets filled out. Right? Maybe I'll tag this motivated to sell. Right? If somebody clicks that, they're probably pretty motivated to sell. And I'll put that tag in next to them if this checkbox gets clicked. And then I'm almost done making you guys watch me do this. I just want to get this right. A few quick questions. Your value opinion will arrive soon. In the meantime, just a few quick questions about your property. How's that hit you? I think that'll work. Make our container bigger. All right. I'm kind of happy with this. Let's go and make it autoplay. So, what is it worth in your market to have somebody call this number or fill this out? Like to just check off, yes, I might be interested in you having me VIP, and to answer these questions and to engage on that level. Like, what's that worth to you to have that segmented out? You know, at the end of the day, based on your average sale price of around 200, 300, whatever it might be. I think it's pretty pretty valuable. Let me fix this typo. I see it. Sure. And even though it might be a little stumbly and it might take a few minutes to set up. You might feel awkward doing a video. Even if you do a crappy video, you're at least doing an explicit call to action and giving people instructions, telling them what to do, letting them build rapport with you. Maybe you're playing your instrument if you want to, or if you just want to be solid and professional, go for it. Maybe you're like me and you just want to be in your shorts and t-shirt and you're unshaven and you know that that'll resonate with some of the people opting in. You know, what's that worth? Because we know it's only going to cost a couple of bucks to get somebody here to this point. You know, so we might as well do this little bit of extra work to get this other stuff coming. So here, let me save it. I'll go look at your comments and questions now. Yep, to answer your question, Prayful, Lead Barrel is part of your Reticulous subscription. If you can't log in, you go to the tools and you go to Lead Barrel. If for some reason your Reticulous username and password don't work to log in, just let us know. Some older members, maybe we kind of had to manually set you up and there could be some issues. If you're new, then it's pretty, you should be pretty good to go. But what's everybody think? It's like crickets here. Did I just bore you all to tears? I mean, are you going to do this? Was it useful watching me at least just kind of navigate this with Lead Barrel, as awkward as it might be to get it all set up the first time, All right, thank you for the feedback. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our whole funnel, and maybe we'll get an ad run, right? We should run an ad. Let's do that. So let's go look at the first page. Remember, we clicked the link here, and we have some good marketing-friendly links to use here. I want to get some real estate-specific ones in there, like house at hanging. So let's see. 123 Main Street. Great. We may, maybe we get the questionnaire out of here since we're doing it on the third page. It's up to you. Maybe you just do the email on the second page, get rid of all this other stuff so that you have a better chance of getting the email and you don't complicate it. It's your call. Get value report. And there's Karen. And now that I think about it, let's keep the map in the background. I think it just let's keep it consistent. I don't think it'll distract it. Actually, I think it kind of looks nice. So we'll go back to our image. Yeah. Yep. So we've got our funnel. I need to go grab that link again for advertising purposes. So I'm going to do prettyawesome.info. I'm going to go over to our Facebook dashboard and run an ad now. Get some seller leads. I'll tell him, Doug. Are you ready, Mike? Mike says you're going to have to earn your pay if he becomes interested in doing this. Doug, make the video. I'll save Mike the hassle. I will make it. I will do everything I just did. I won't make Mike suffer. Just make the video and I'll build it for you, okay? I'll put that out there. Anybody who's live today, I can't put it out on the recording, so I'll just spend all day doing this, but anybody who's live who does the video, I'll go optimize your funnel with all that stuff in it. And here's the big secret, guys. It won't really be that hard because now I can nice thing about Lead Barrel is I can actually save that as a template and share it with all you guys. I'll share it as a template, but it'll be easy for me to copy. All right, let's grab our link. It's a template now. Grab our link. Let's head on over to Facebook's campaigns. Great question, how to market a new listing using Lead Barrel. I think the best way to do that would be to pop a few pictures or a video of the property and very simply have an email opt-in that says, get more videos like this. That's my favorite way to not only get exposure for a property, but to turn it into leads. Video of the property, get my future updates. So simple. Just the same way. Embed the video over an email, and it's probably the cleanest way. You run a Facebook ad out to that page, and you're going to be good to go. I really think, that's a more of the same squeeze. You demonstrate that you're an expert, or that you have cool inventory, you're in a foreclosure, maybe you're in a new up-and-coming area, right? You're like, hey, here's a property in West Philadelphia, west of 52nd Street. People are starting to move over here. It might be the next area to pop for investors. This thing's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You know, it's a fixer-upper. By the way, I'll be doing more videos over in this area. You know, investors, it's getting hot. If you want to know about my videos before everybody else does, put your email in the box. And that's probably the best way to get exposure for a property and get yourself leads. All right, so let's send people to our seller squeeze page. It's getting me all jazzed up. I think I'm gonna just quit Reticulous, everybody. I think it's time to quit and just go sell houses again. Now that all the tools are in the house, we've got Lead Barrel. We've gotten to use all you guys as guinea pigs with all these different funnels. It's time to. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time for y'all anymore. It's time to go sell. Sorry. See ya. All right. Campaign name, Karen. Let's do Pinellas. What's mine worth? Karen video test. So I remember what this is. We're gonna pick our area, right? So it's Largo, Florida. I think is the area. We're gonna pick. Really cool now. I don't know when this became possible, and maybe we've known about it for a while, but I've been clicking the home ownership thing here under more demographics, and you know, you can hit homeowners. I don't know, maybe it's been like that for months and I didn't realize, or I think at one point there just wasn't a lot of data, but they're hitting it. Like there's 240,000 homeowners. Anybody who owns a home was 18 probably isn't selling anytime soon, but anybody 30 and above, maybe they've owned their home for a little while. So I'm gonna go 30 and above. We'll go ahead and spend $10 a day. Who clicks the website? Just totally loving the Street View stuff right now. So I'm going to get a Street View image off my map here. I think you can just, somebody said yesterday you can grab Google Earth, maybe. This isn't quite Street View. How close down can we go? Oh, here we go. How about this? This will work. Down at the bottom, they kind of give you. Yeah, I mean, it just looks so like so authentic, right? Like you're walking down a street in the area. Boom. Boom, you got the street name. You know, if somebody sees this, like in the area, they're going to recognize the street. It's so hyper-local. A lot of fun. I mean, just take the extra second, guys. Take a screenshot. We've said this 1,000 times. Command-Shift-4 on a Mac, or get Lightshot app. Google Lightshot app. It works on Mac and Windows, and I'm really liking that one. You can take screenshots with Google Drive now and snag it. There's all kinds of ways to do it. Choose Facebook page. I think I managed Karen's page, so I think I might have it in here. Hey, did anybody here, I'm just seeing it now, I'm getting a little distracted, but did anybody here buy one of those t-shirts that I made, the house, asked me about buying a house? I let that campaign end on Teespring, and I never bought one for myself, and I was just wondering how that came out. It was about 3 months ago. I posted it to the group. And if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't good, you can tell me. That's okay. Yeah, Bill, you might like yesterday's session. Bill's asking about other ways to drive traffic other than Facebook ads. Yesterday's session, which I've posted to the Reticulous.com site, the recording, I addressed a bunch of other ways. Craigslist, some other strategies. We touched upon adding to your email signature and some other things. And I need to really brush up on using Twitter and some other sources, but there's some ideas there. headline. So, Pinellas property owner. This might be a little general. I'm gonna cheat. You know, it's like, why reinvent the wheel? I have a seller's ad that I think is in the members area that seller ad example. Let me just make sure I get the copy right, because this ad has not failed me yet. Okay, 19125 property owner, question mark, that's the headline. Free service, see the value of your free service, get the value of your Pinellas County property and monthly updates. And then click to see what your property might be worth in today's market. That's the advanced options right here. Click to see what your property might be worth in today's market. I mean, if there's any value we can provide for you guys, you know, in terms of you being members, it's just like, I know this ad works really well. Just copy it. You know, don't try to deviate. Plus, get updates about changes in value. Plus, get updates about changes in value. Free capitalized service. You know, because this might save you $100. You know, over the next few months if you're running a lot of ads, just to have the right copy here. So. I think this is looking pretty good. Free service, get the value, blah, blah, blah. Local street. They click out. They go through that whole thing. They eventually see Karen's video. And maybe, just maybe, somebody sees Karen, like my wife, and they go, she's cute. I do want to sell my house. She looks trustworthy. You know, let me give her a call. And if that happens for every 100 or 200 spent, it's a home run, right? And in the meantime, of course, you're putting a lot of people in your database to market other stuff too. If you have open houses and everything else, you just treat those sellers like buyers. Okay, so the screenshot stuff will, on a Mac, you can just click Command-Shift-4. There's an app called Lightshot that I've been playing with, Lightshot. And you'll see here, it might wig out my computer a little, but I can take a shot. And I like it because it's kind of like Snagit. I can just right away start typing text, right? And then I can, one of the cool things about Lightshot is I can quickly share it. I can upload and share it. Right here. So for example, watch what I'll do for you guys, right? You've all seen this ad probably before, but let's just say I wanted to give you guys all this image right now, so you have it. You go to Lightshot, I take a screenshot. You might want me to close that first. Take screenshot. Go like this. Boom, and then I want you guys all to have it. I just click the upload. And it's right up here. You might not be able to see it, but it's right up here. And I can drop it out to you. Oh boy. I'm using screen capture. I'm using Lightshot on top of Screencast-O-Matic on top of GoToWebinar, so it's really not doing good. I need a more powerful computer for this stuff. Let's see. But here it is. It did work. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? I just chatted it to everybody. And then it's got like a whole, you know, social element to it too. I like it. Okay, yeah, Lightshot. Oh, I'm sorry, Lightshot. Let me just look it up, guys. Lightshot screen capture. Should have linked to that. Yeah, here's the direct link to it. App.printscreener. Cool. Okay. All right, are we all good for today? Good demo? Everybody have enough to work on and work with? I guess you guys are probably getting pretty busy with the season, right? Except for that the weather's been so bad across a lot of the country, so I know things are a little slow some places, but it should be heating up here soon. Especially with these seller type funnels, you know, people are going to kind of start to think about listing soon, I imagine. Might be really good timing to throw some of your budget and running a Facebook ad to a funnel like the one we did today. See what you can pick up. Okay, I'll get the recording live as soon as possible. Tomorrow, guys, a little bit of pitch. We're doing a webinar with a friend of mine. He works in insurance. His name's Jeremiah. He does sort of the same stuff for insurance agents, but he does it kind of like I think he does it on a little bit more of a one-on-one basis, and it's a little more of a boutique service. But anyway, he's going to be talking about using media citations and stuff to get high-end clients. I don't know, you know, it should be interesting to learn from. And of course, it's one of our Thursday webinars, so you know there's a pitch at the end. But but if you want to come, we'll see you tomorrow. And then otherwise, next week we'll be back Tuesday for the basic session, and then Wednesday for the weekly. All right, see you guys. Have a good one.